Garfish are a very deadly bait, sought after by a lot of apex predators, but they're hard to manage. They're very, very hard to keep live in the tank, and they're even harder to keep live on the end of a hook. So some ingenious Americans have come up with this fantastic product, which is called the headstart. It's a snap-on plastic sleeve which goes over the top of the head of a garfish. Through the centre of the garfish, and applied with a little homemade bait needle, runs a bead chain which has about an 80-pound breaking strain and of course an attached hook. The idea of this is that you run the bead chain through the centre of the garfish, and the head, which snaps over the top of the garfish's actual head, has got a bib attached. It actually forces a dead garfish to swim like a CD18. This is a very well thought out bit of gear for several reasons. Firstly, you are setting the hook back in the bait. So for any fish with short strike, they're going to hook up, especially fish like mackerel, wahoo, that kind of thing, which are very big predators of garfish. But the real joy of this little product is that this Lexan head covers all the soft parts of the garfish. So you're protecting the mouth, the gills, the eyes from the flow of water. And what that means is that one of these things can be trolled at 7 or 8 knots. You can actually troll it in your marlin spread, which is just fantastic. What I do is, they're not always easy to get. They're certainly not easy to get at my local seafood shop, but when they do come through, I scoot up and I buy some fresh garfish, or if the chance presents itself, I catch some myself. As soon as I've got them, keeping them as fresh as possible, I cryovac them in one of these new vacuum packs that you can get at various supermarkets, and that takes the air out of the sealed bag. That works really, really well. So what we're going to do is we're just letting these thaw out. I packed these up a couple of days ago. We're going to let these thaw out. We're going to apply the headstart lure to a couple of these garfish, swim it along beside the boat and show you just how good they look in the water. Okay, so the idea of the headstart is to effectively turn a garfish into a high-speed trolling lure. And it works terribly well. Now there's 4 basic parts to the system, and not including the garfish. First of all, there's a bait needle, which you make yourself just using a pair of pliers and an ordinary coat hanger. So the second part is the hook and bead chain. Bead chains are great because there's nothing as flexible as a bead chain. No wire can ever be as flexible as a bead chain. So what we do is we take the bait needle, we put the ring that's at the top of the bead chain, attach it to the bait needle. Then we take the garfish. We pass the needle through the vent and just carefully feeling our way, bring it up through the centre of the gar till it comes out through the mouth. 1, 2, 3. That's how a headstart looks when it's ready to go. What we're going to do now is tie it onto the end of the line and show you how good they look swimming along in the water. The benefit of the headstart is that it protects all the soft parts of the garfish that usually wash out when you troll them. So the gills, the eyes, the mouth are all covered by the plastic assembly and protected. What that means is that you can troll it quite quickly without damaging the bait and use it for a long period. You can even add it to a spread of marlin lures when you're trolling at 7 or 8 knots, and it'll last for a long time.